Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today we are going to go through the hashtag Ink Rainbow 23 by Ginger Peachy. And I have been tagged a couple of times, and I want to thank you all who have tagged me in this ink rainbow. So I have actually a lot of inks I am going to put in my rainbow, and you will, if you've been following me for a while, you kind of know what colors I like the most. So those will show a little bit more in my ink rainbow. I'm going to work in my ink book. And this is the Endless, what do you call it? Oh, the Odyssey notebooks. And so I'm just going to get a new page here. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. I haven't seen anyone do it this way from all the videos I've seen on the ink rainbow, but I'm going to make a rainbow, or at least I'm going to attempt to make a rainbow. So what are my tools? I am using the Kakimori brass nib with the aluminum body, which this body does have some heft to it, some weight, and it's not feather-like or feel like it doesn't exist in your hand. So I do like the fact that it has some weight to it. I do have other like dip pen body holders that are very lightweight, and I find that this is more comfortable for me. So I am going to stick with this throughout all of the sampling, and so let's get started. I have all my ink bottles up here, and I'm going to start off with the pink. I am not going to use fountain pens because honestly, I have way too many fountain pens inked up right now that I'm eventually going to have to clean. So I'm not going to ink up the pens. I'm just going to use my Kakimori pen. So the first one is going to be my pink, which shows up a little bit differently than what it would in a fountain pen. This shows up a little bit more harsher in a dip pen, but this is going to be my pink. Hey everyone, this is VoiceOver Brittany, and so I've already started on the first color, which I mentioned is the Kyo Iro. And this color is in the Cherry Blossom of Keeg, I think is how it's pronounced. I may be wrong. So this color is really pretty. It's looking a bit softer on the video than what it comes off on paper in real life. So it's more of a pinky purple, and I would say that it is more of a cool pink than a warm pink. And I tend to lean more towards cool colors anyway, so it kind of fits right in my realm of colors. So the next color I'm choosing is a red, and for the red, it is the Robert Oster's Cities of America #1, New York. And this color is more of a red pink, so I find that it's perfect for me because, again, leaning towards a little bit cooler of a red and not so deep of a red color. So my next one is yellow, and for yellow I decided to pick the Diamine Honeyburst, which is such a pretty color. It's showing up really bright yellow on screen, but I feel like it's a little bit more subtle. It has some really great shading, and it's just a lovely color that I need to use more often. Next color is orange. I would say that the Honeyburst can be pulled off as a yellow or an orange, but I decided to pick that as my yellow because for my orange is one of my favorite oranges, which is the Jacques Herbin Cornaline d'Egypte, and this one has some shimmer to it. Okay, so the next part of the rainbow is where we get into some of my doubles, and these are the colors I gravitate towards most when I'm looking for an ink to buy or I am writing with my fountain pen. So this green, which is like a lighter green, is an exclusive from Endless Pens, and it is a Rubber Oster Tea Time. It has great shading, and it's a little bit lighter than the next color, which was my very first favorite green, and it is the Pelikan Edelstein Olivine, and this was, I think it's a special edition color, if I'm not mistaken. It came out with a pen, I want to say, or maybe this is one of the yearly specials that Pelikan releases every year. So that is one of my favorite greens. It's slightly darker. Now we're getting into the blues, which are my favorite, and I have 3 blues I'm going to share with you. So the first one is an Iroshizuku Sioro blue, which is like a teal blue. It's showing a little bit brighter blue on screen, but it's teal and it has some shading properties that are just to die for. Next is another Pilot Iroshizuku ink, and this one is Kujaku, which I discovered more recently. The CRO I've had for a very long time, but the Kujaku I discovered, I think, within the past year. And that one is a little bit brighter and leaning more towards a blue, solid blue color, whereas the Iroshizuku CRO leans a little bit green and blue. Next is a recent discovery, a Ferris Wheel Press ink, and this is one of their darker inks. It's called Stroke of Midnight, and I love this. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's like this deep blue, and it just looks so great in a broad nib, but also in a fine nib. The next ink is getting into my purples, which is something I'm discovering that I am enjoying lately. And I don't have as many purples as I do blues, but the purples I do have do cover both the cool tones and warm tones. So this first one is an exclusive from Endless Pens, and it was called a Mysterium. So it's a little bit more of a cooler or a warmer purple. The next one is Bilberry from Diamine, and this one is a deeper purple. I have a few more other purples that I just felt like it would just be too much to add to my rainbow, but they fall within those 2 ranges. And then my last ink is this brand new ink I just got. It's Shogun from Jacques Herbin, and it's so lovely. And that completes my ink rainbow 2023. Let me just write that in. And then let's do just a quick close-up of all the colors. Okay, Well, thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I am going to tag anyone else who hasn't done this and would like to just join in and put in your hashtag #InkRainbow23 in the title of your video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.